Howdy, and welcome to a new video. I've decided to start a new series on my channel, and that is going to be my current favorites. And yeah, these are going to be my current favorites for the month of January and February of this year in 2026. And I would like to start doing these videos like either every 2 or 3 months. These are some of my favorite videos to watch, but instead of me just staring at a camera and talking to it, I thought it would be more fun for you guys to watch me create something in my sketchbook. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and hop into it. I'm actually just going to go ahead and get my favorite colors that I have been into the past couple months, since we are going to be doing a watercolor sketch. It's like I wouldn't consider this like a full illustration. This is going to be concept art for a larger watercolor painting that I want to do. But anyways, the colors that I have been really obsessed with for the past couple months have been teal, burgundy. I love lavender, like the blue toned light purple, mint, and also periwinkle. Honestly, I have been obsessed with periwinkle like all the past year, but yeah. And so for this sketchbook page, I'm only going to stick to those color schemes. And yeah, so it's kind of like a little art challenge. But yeah, I've been obsessed with those colors, especially periwinkle and teal. I feel like I've been seeing the color teal everywhere. All right, the next thing that I have on my list is music. And I'm only going to mention like 2 artists that I've been into, because I find myself just going back to their albums and listening through like the entire album instead of just playing them through like random Spotify stuff. Does that make sense? Anyways, the 2 albums that I have been listening to a lot have been Julia Wolf's Pressure album and also Hail the Sun's New Age Filth album. And yeah, I didn't discover these 2 artists until I want to say sometime last year, which is crazy because especially the band Hail the Sun, it's like a music genre that I'm into. Like I listen to a lot of alternative and indie rock music, and yeah. And I've been basically playing these 2 albums over and over again. Julia Wolf's album Pressure, I think, has kind of a soft spot for me now, because whenever I first discovered her music, I had to be really careful when I would listen to certain songs, because her music sometimes makes me cry. But like it's like a cathartic cry. I don't know. She sings about like, you know, being 30 something years old but still feeling like that terrified child, and I don't know, her music just hits differently. But I do recommend being in like a good headspace whenever you listen to her. And her voice is so beautiful. It like gives me chills every time I listen to certain songs on this album. I think my favorite song on the album has to be Fingernails. And then the band Hail the Sun has been really good. I've listened to a couple of their albums now, but I think the New Age Filth album has been my favorite. And my favorite song on the album is definitely Parasitic Cleanse. Yeah, really good. Good for like my any of y'all that like alternative hardcore music. Yeah. Next favorite on my list is actually going to be RuPaul's Drag Race. So last year, or towards the end of last year, my partner and I decided to like really clean up our subscription stuff because everything is just so expensive right now. And we honestly could like do it again. Like it'd probably be good for us to like narrow it down a little bit more. But we decided to get Walmart Plus because that's just like the best and most affordable option for us right now. And Walmart Plus does free delivery, and I'm a disabled girly, so being able to like have my groceries delivered and not worry about the extra fees is really nice. But anyway, with Walmart Plus, you get access to Paramount Plus, and Paramount Plus has, I think, almost all of the RuPaul's Drag Race franchise on there. Like, I'm trying to go in order. So I'm restarting the whole series. So like they have regular Drag Race, RuPaul's Drag Race, but then they also have Drag Race All-Stars. They have Untucked of both the All-Stars and regular series. And yeah, RuPaul's Drag Race has been a comfort show of mine ever since I was in college. The show came out whenever I was a freshman in high school, but I didn't discover it until I was a freshman in college, so that had to have been like, I don't know, maybe around like the 2014-15 era. And yeah, I love it, but my partner and I, we've only seen up to, I think, season 15, and we haven't seen the past 2 or 3 seasons. So instead of just immediately watching the new seasons, I've started to watch the series in order. And it's been fun. And it's just, I have so many comfort memories of watching the show. Whenever the big panini happened back in 2020, if you guys know what I'm saying. When that happened, that was one of the comfort shows that I started watching because at the time, Hulu had a lot of the seasons. And I remember just like watching the show during the day and discovering it in college and watching it like in between being stressed for school and stuff. And yeah, I don't know. It's been really fun. My partner and I watch it in the late evenings while we eat dinner. And yeah, it's really hard for me to narrow down my favorite drag queens because I feel like I have favorites for every season. Let me see. Definitely Alaska Thunderfuck. I've actually seen her live. It was very, very good. I love Katya. I love Jinx Monsoon. I can't remember the number of the season that we're on, but we're on the season with Brooklyn Heights and Evie Oddly, and I love Evie Oddly. Yeah. Do you guys know about RuPaul's Drag Race, and do you enjoy the show? And, what are some of your favorite queens that you guys like to watch? But yeah, I've been watching nonstop Drag Race. Also, Paramount Plus has a lot of really good 90s and early 2000s cartoons. That's been really fun. Next thing on my list is the Sugar and Spite Makeup Palette by Blend Bunny. Yeah, this is an indie makeup palette that I had wanted for quite a while. I am pretty new to indie makeup. Like, I just don't have that kind of income to really, like, buy and support indie makeup very often. But a couple years ago, I started getting into makeup YouTube and watching people play with, like, different eyeshadow palettes. And I really wanted this palette when it came out, but I knew I couldn't afford it. And it just has the craziest, grungiest color story with pastels and murky colors. It used to be called, I think it was Sugar and Grunge, but then this company, like a bigger company, was like, we own the rights to the word grunge or whatever, which is so stupid. So unfortunately, since the owner of Blend Bunny is a smaller creator, she had to get rid of the palette because she wouldn't be able to afford all the lawsuit fees and whatnot. So instead, she sold all her stock and then re-released the palette with a different name. And I just think that's so badass. And it's just funny because it's the Sugar and Spite palette. So all of the color names have been changed to phrases that are just like kind of catty and funny. Yeah, I don't know. And Yeah, the reason why I was able to get the palette is because she, you know, had restocked it, and it was close to Valentine's Day, and yeah, it was a little Valentine's Day treat to myself. I decided to use a little afterpay, and I got me the palette, and I have been playing with it every single time that I do my makeup. It's so, like, there's so many looks that you can do with it because it has neutral colors, but then it also has these like weird teals and greens. It's just so beautiful. It also, I think, heavily influenced my favorite colors of the month as well. But yeah, love that palette. Definitely going to get my money's worth because I'm gonna hold on to it forever. The next couple of things relate back to Valentine's Day, and that is the next favorite being some LPS collectibles that I recently got from my partner Avery. This year I'm really on a major no buy and low buy, but Avery surprised me twice. Avery's the name of my partner, but he surprised me twice with a couple surprise toys from LPS. And yeah, I got the mint colored Great Dane with the glasses. The first one that I got was this adorable mint and pink piggy with this crown necklace, which is so fitting because it was like so close to Valentine's Day, and they were like the colors of these really reminded me of like sweet tarts and stuff like that. And then on actual Valentine's Day, he surprised me with this cute pet couple bundle, and I got the lizard. I think it's either an iguana or a lizard, a yellow lizard, and then this adorable purple and pink bumblebee. That's my favorite out of the 4 that I got. And I was really excited because those were the pet pairs that I actually wanted, and they're so cute because they're like kind of like girly and punk themed. So it makes me think of that Avril Lavigne song where it's like, he was a punk, she did ballet, you know? Yeah. I tried to take a silly goofy Instax of all of them together to make a cute little photo frame in my sketchbook, and for some reason it zoomed in on this bumblebee LPS, and it's just, I don't know, it's kind of funny. It's weird. But yeah, those are my favorite like collectible and like little, I don't know, like little treaty items for the past couple months. But I really am trying to be better at not getting things because those little $5 transactions really add up. So annoying. Okay, and the last thing that I have on my list is food related, and that is that we recently discovered a local gluten-free and dairy-free pizza place. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm someone that I can't eat gluten or dairy. I have health issues. I'll feel like hot garbage if I eat them, unfortunately. But I wasn't like that my whole life, so I do miss certain foods, and one of them is definitely pizza. For a while, my only gluten-free and dairy-free pizza option would have been those Daya pizzas, like the frozen ones. But yeah, I like them, but they're not the best. And then they reformulated them with like oat milk-based cheese, and then it was better. And then our local Walmart stopped carrying them. So then it was like I didn't have any pizza options unless I were to like make it myself. But that's so much work, and sometimes I just want to order a pizza and have like a little pizza movie night with my partner. And yeah, we found a local place that does, like, they do not only gluten-free, dairy-free, but they also have an entire vegan menu. And they make their own crust. It is not frozen, gluten-free, cardboard freaking pizza crust or the silly-ass cauliflower pizza crust. I don't know how they make it, but I can tell that it's homemade. And yeah, it's just so lovely. I always get the like vegan pepperoni, And then I like black olives and mushrooms, and I know people hate that, but I like it. And I get it with the banana peppers. It's just so good. Sometimes I get like the supreme style with all the veggies on it. Man, pizza's so good. And I hadn't had it in so long. I think it'd probably been like 8 months to a year since our local Walmart stopped carrying them. So yeah, I was in a pizza deficiency, and it's delicious. Also, it's local, so it feels good. It feels good being able to spend the money and support someone locally. But yeah, those were my favorites of the month. It was very quick. I'm not gonna lie, part of the reason why my list wasn't very long is because I've kind of been having a hard time the past couple months, both physically and mentally. And so I actually created this favorites list in a moment of like deep sadness. And I was like, man, I need to snap out of it. And so I just wrote down, can you think of some of your recent favorites? And it forced me to click my brain into something positive. Like, what is something that brings me joy lately? Like, can you think of anything, even if it's something small? And yeah, it was really fun. And it took me a long ass time to film this video because I filmed every step of the art making process. In my art videos, you guys, I normally film on 10 times speed, and I only film for 1 minute at a time. And then I set a 45-minute timer and I do not film, and I create art. So yeah, you get a lot of art footage in this. But I'm really glad with how this sketch turned out. And again, this is just like concept art for a much bigger painting that I don't even think is going to have the same color scheme. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I really, really appreciate you hanging out with me. Today is, or wait, not today. Yesterday was the first day of spring. And so, yeah, talking about my favorites just felt like a good way to start the spring season. And if you don't have shit to say, how about you leave me some emojis that fit the color scheme of the video? That'd be kind of fun. I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit the like button for me. And I will see you guys in another video. Bye-bye.